Yo, what up guys, this is your boy Yuki here. I wanna excuse myself because I've been sick for like 2 weeks and this and that, and I'm still kind of sick now, so if my throat sounds kind of stuffy or if I sniffle here and there, just please forgive me because there's nothing I can do. I'm still sick, but I did want to get you guys this deck profile out because I've been attempting it for quite some time, and we did finish this deck list already. So, and this is a very powerful deck. So as you guys can probably see in the thumbnail and in the title of this video, we're going to be doing Atem. I call it Atem because Atem, the Dark Magician, is his ace monster. But yeah, so it's going to be the Dark Magician Turbo deck profile. It's going to be a really cool deck. It's actually really fun, very consistent, flows very well. It's very powerful. It works very similarly to the Hope deck that you guys saw a few weeks back. It's focused all on the ace monster Dark Magician and all of its forms. And it runs just like the Hope deck, where you summon your ace and then evolve him a bunch of times and just go off with all this other support card for the ace monster stuff. So it's very powerful, very cool. So let's just get into it right now. We got Dark Magician, the ace monster. It's a beautiful hollow right there. We got Dark Magician Knight. Yes, this card is in this deck as well. Very powerful, very cool. It's a simple effect, you know, once it's summoned you pop a card, any card on the field, so it's really good. This is a proxy right now. I don't have the official one yet, but it's gonna come in the mail soon. But yeah, we got Dark Magician of Chaos. Obviously very powerful card. This is the erotic version, so it's not as OP as the other one, but still pretty good. It still works out. Still came in handy to add a spell card at the end phase and stuff. We got Sorcerer of Dark Magic, which was used in the movie. Very powerful, negates traps. We got 2 skilled Dark Magicians. This just helps you summon out Dark Magician from the hand deck or graveyard when it has 3 spell counters. So it's very good. It's come in handy many times. We got Dark Magician Girl. Very good. We got 2 Magicians Valkyria, because he had 2 in the movie, and this is really good for stalling if you have both of them out on the field. None of your monsters can be attacked, so that's very handy. We got Buster Blader. I think this is like the only warrior in the deck. Obviously you're going to need this to fuse with Dark Magician to make Dark Paladin, so that's why he's in there. So he's awesome. We got the Tricky, because he's just a spellcaster and he's really easy to summon. Hold on a second. Yeah, he's really easy to summon and he's just a good card to have. Next we got Breaker, the Magical Warrior. It's a little blurry. Forgive me guys if it's a little blurry. It's getting hard to focus on it. But yeah, Breaker the Magical Warrior. We got Witch of the Black Forest. This helps you search out. We also have Sangan. That also helps you search out for your pieces and stuff, Kuribohs and other stuff. So I added them both in there, you know, for more search power in the deck. Magician's Elf. No, sorry, Mystical Elf. Whoa. Old Vindictive Magician. He used this card in Season 4. It's a flip effect that pops a monster on the field. So comes in handy, and it's a spellcaster. The majority of this deck is spellcasters, because you know a lot of the support cards I added in here is just focused on Dark Magician and spellcasters in general. We got Magician of Faith. Adds a spell card, fantastic card. I think that card came out hollow. I should probably get that hollow, but yeah. Electromagnetic Turtle. For defense, it's your Necro Gardener, but it also ends the battle phase, so it's really powerful. I think that's what it does, right? Yeah, banish this card and the battle phase. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty cool. We got Watapon here. You could draw that out with the draw cards, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, Card Sanity, and then summon that. It's just for tribute fodder, really. And then Kuriboh, the final monster. You know, you gotta have Kuriboh in there for defense. To protect you in really tight spots. But yeah, so that's the monsters right there. I believe that's exactly 20 monsters, because that's usually how I build my decks, exactly 20. So yeah, that's probably 20. So for the spell cards we have Knight's Title. This is to summon Dark Magician. The way this deck works is, like I said, very similar to the Hope deck, at least how I see it. So you know how you summon Hope or Utopia, and then you have the rank up magic spell cards that evolve him So that's kind of how I see this deck, the same way. You summon Dark Magician on the field, and then Knight's Title, rank him up, summon Dark Magician Knight. Then you can bring Dark Magician back with any Monster Reborn or the other cards that we'll get into. And then you could go for Dedication Through Light and Darkness, evolve him into Dark Magician of Chaos, which is great. So that's another rank up card, so to speak. That's how I like to see it. And then another rank up card is the Eye of Timaeus. Summon Dark Magician on the field, activate Eye of Timaeus, summon one of your summon Amulet Dragon or the other one that we'll get into. But yeah, so this is just like ranking up. It's the same thing. You summon your ace, you have one card that evolves it, and that's it. Knight's Title, Dark Magician Knight, Dedication to Light and Darkness, Dark Magician of Chaos, Eye of Timaeus, Amulet Dragon. It's a one card rank up, literally. So that's how I visualize it, and I love rank ups, so that's, you know, it's just fun that it ended up working out that way. So yeah, those are the 3 rank ups for Dark Magician right there. Also, we do have Polymerization 2. This isn't exactly a rank up, but obviously for, you know, you fuse it with Buster Blair to make Dark Paladin, which is great. Next we have the Dark Magician support cards, Dark Magic Curtain. Sometimes, you know, if you're having a hard time not having Dark Magician in your hand, it's in your deck somewhere, this will help you out. This deck really goes off with Dark Magician, but I'll get into the positives and negatives of the deck at the end. Then we got Dark Magic Attack. This is great. They just recently added that in I think one of the Duelist packs or the Yugi Legendary collection, or one of the things. So they just recently added this card, so it's really good. We also have Bond Between Teacher and Student. So if you have Dark Magician on the field, you could bring Dark Magician Girl from your hand deck or graveyard and special summon it in face-up defense. So really cool. Summon Dark Magician Girl. Once you have that out, you combo it off with Black Twin Burst, which allows you to target Dark Magician, and it'll gain attack equal to Dark Magician Girl's attack. So he'll be at 4,500, which is great. That came in handy in our test duels against the Hope deck, and he got over Hope a couple times because of the 4,500, attack points, which was really cool. The final spellcaster support. For the spell cards, we got Magical Dimension, really self-explanatory card. It's really good. And then the final cards are the generic cards that we always add: Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, the draw cards here, and obviously Card of Sanctity enemy effect. Both players draw until they have 6. So yeah, that's the monsters and the spell cards right there. So now we'll get into the trap cards. We got Magician's Circle, spellcaster support right here, really good. We got Magician Selection, an anime card. Activate only when a face-up spellcaster type monster you control is selected as an attack target. Negate that attack and destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls that has the lowest attack, and if it's a tie, you choose. So pretty cool. Negates the attack and it pops something, so that's great. Next we got Black Illusion. Man, I wish this would focus a little bit better. Whatever. Anyway, we got Black Illusion, very defensive card. Protects your Dark Magician and your Dark Spellcaster monsters with 2,000 or more attack. Pretty much your high-leveled monsters, Dark Magician Girl and up, pretty much. So yeah, really good card. Got Dark Renewal. I'm so glad they finally made these cards, because for a long time they were just anime exclusive, but now they finally came out. This is great. Your opponent summons a monster. You contribute a spellcaster you control and the monster they just summoned to special summon Dark Magician from your hand or deck, or any spellcaster, dark spellcaster from your deck or graveyard, which is really great. You could really do some cheap plays with that. And then the final and new support card that we got for Dark Magicians for Yugi's deck, and this is confirmed, we actually got the continuous trap card, Eternal Soul. Now, this is a competitive trap card in the Dark Magician deck, but they actually added it in the Rivals of the Pharaoh Duelist pack. It wasn't in the English, it was actually in the Japanese in the official set. I checked and it was actually in there, so that was fantastic. Which is great. This actually works with the lore of the anime story anyway, because of the Dark Magician tablet and all that. And it has it's very powerful effect. Its effect reads: every Dark Magician in your monster zone is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. If this face-up card leaves the field, destroy all monsters you control. You can only activate the following effects of Eternal Soul once per turn. You can only activate one of these effects. Special summon a Dark Magician from your hand or graveyard, fantastic. Or add one Dark Magic attack or 1000 Knife from your deck to your hand. So yeah, that is just great. It's powerful. You could do this once per turn, I believe, right? Yeah. Yeah, so once per turn you could just special summon Dark Magician from your hand or graveyard. So the idea is summon Dark Magician, rank him up, bring him back to the field, rank him up again, bring him back to the field with Monster Reborn or Premature Barrel, whatever, and then rank him up again. It gets really crazy, this deck. Magic Cylinder, self-explanatory, and Mirror Force, obviously. So yeah, that's the deck right there. Let me get into the extra deck real quick. It's very short. We got obviously Dark Paladin. He obviously really powerful card that gets spell cards, and he gains a lot of attack for every dragon in the graveyard, on the field and grave, I believe. Yeah. Then we got Amulet Dragon. Has a really cool effect. Not the most broken thing, but really good. It banishes all spell cards from both players' graveyards. Then it gains 100 for each. He gets pretty high, especially if you summon this mid-late game. You know, he gets pretty high attack moves. Everybody uses spell cards in all the character decks. And also when he's destroyed or removed from the field, I think. No, yeah, when this card is destroyed, you can target a spellcaster in your graveyard, special summon it. So he destroys, you could just bring Dark Magician right back out to the field. Fantastic. And then the new support fusion card that came out, that is part of the Eye of Timaeus fusion, is Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. Oh god, please focus. So yeah, Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. Very powerful card. Its effect reads, this card name becomes Dark Magician while it's face up on the field or in the graveyard, which is fantastic. That works with Eternal Soul very well, and other support cards. Your opponent cannot target spell or trap cards you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So all your back row is just protected with this card on the field. Very powerful card, and its name is Dark Magician, so it works with the other support cards. So yeah, very handy. And then the final extra deck card we got here is Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. And yeah, so she's very powerful. Just extremely powerful. Discard a card and pop any card on the field during either player's turn. That's just she's arguably the strongest card in the extra deck, arguably, because it's just really busted. Let's get into the side deck real quick. We got Magical Hats. Oh, let's put that right there. Spellbinding Circle. We got Black Spiral Force from the movie. It just doubles the attack of another monster while you control Dark Magician. Dark Retribution. Activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Target one spellcaster monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and then destroy during the end phase. Just more reborn and stuff. Magic Formula. The Shallow Grave. Mystic Box. Just other generic support. Ancient Rules. That just summons Dark Magician out exclusively from your hand. Magical Pigeon, that's Dark Magician Girl support. Its effect reads, return one Dark Magician Girl you control to your hand, special summon 2 pigeon tokens in defense position during the end phase, destroy all pigeon tokens, and special summon Dark. It's a magic trick, you know. Oh, you're gonna go for Dark Magician Girl, she disappears out of nowhere, summons 2 pigeons, and then she comes back at the end phase. So it's like a magic trick. It's really fun, actually. Next we got Magical Academy. It reads, discard 2 cards, normal summon 1 spellcaster monster from your hand, then increase its level by 2 and its attack by 500. Negate the effects of your opponent's spell or trap cards that target the normal summoned monster this turn. So pretty nifty. But you do have to discard 2 cards for that, so that can kind of be a little risky. Then we got Magician's Gate of Miracles. Its effect reads, activate only if you control 2 or more spellcaster type monsters. Change the attack. Change 1 attack position monster your opponent controls to defense and take control of one. And take control of it. This monster cannot be destroyed by battle. So, that you just take control of an opponent's monster, and then that monster can be destroyed by battle. So that's pretty much kind of like a brain control or something like that. But only if you control 2 or more. So it's pretty balanced. Emergency provisions for life points and getting rid of some of your stuff. Got obviously 1000 knives, you can actually search it out. So we didn't add that and Dark Magic Attack because then the deck would become way too cloggy and it'd be difficult to. You can't add everything. You have to keep some stuff out. and we felt like this got in the way of the consistency. So either use this or the other one, or you could use both if you want. It's your choice. We're just giving you a template to go off of. Diffusion Wave Motion and Sage's Stone. So you could either use this or Bond between teacher and student. So you could swap depending which one you want to use, but I wouldn't recommend using both for the same reason as Thousand Knives, because you know then it's just two of kind of the same card, and yeah. But yeah, so that's the side deck. All right, so real quick, I'll just go through some of the strengths and weaknesses of the deck. Weaknesses of the deck: if you don't draw out Dark Magician, or if you can't pull him out for some reason, maybe he's at the bottom of the deck and you're just not drawing the right cards. But this goes with any deck really. It can be difficult because a lot of the cards are based around Dark Magician and evolving him and just wrecking with him. So if you don't have Dark Magician out, or if you can't pull him out throughout the duel, you're kind of just stalling for a while. The good news is this deck can stall for quite a while until you get to that point, which is good. But like I said, without your ace, this deck is kind of sort of dead. But you do have other plays. You have Dark Magician of Chaos, which you can normal summon and special summon without dedication through Light and Darkness, which is fantastic. Dark Magician Girl, you have Buster Blader in there if you want to just use him for a while until you can get Dark Magician out. So you have other plays and big boss monsters to go for while you're waiting for Dark Magician to get on the field. But like I said, most of the support is for Dark Magician, so you know it can become problematic. But the good news is this deck has a lot of draw power. It has Pot of Green, it has Graceful Charity, it has a card of Sanctity. Those three cards are just freaking amazing. You can just get through the deck. And also on top of that, you could keep re-adding any of these spell cards with Magician of Faith that's in the graveyard. Well, that's in the deck. So you could set that. You could bring back literally any spell card here in your graveyard. Bring back your draw cards, Pot of Greed. Bring back Graceful Charity, card of Sanctity, Monster Reborn, anything. Even your freaking rank ups right here. You could bring those back too. You know, it's just that's really handy. And who else brings back spell cards? I forgot who. Oh yeah, the Dark Magician of Chaos also brings out. Wait, where is he? He's at the bottom. Dark Magician of Chaos, he brings back spell cards at the end phase, so we spammed that quite a lot. Robbie, when he used it, he spammed that quite a lot. He kept bringing back like Monster Reborn or a card of Sanctity and stuff like that. So you have ways of resurrecting your spell cards and spamming them, reusing them over and over and over again until you get all the big plays and this and that. But yeah, it's very defensive. Look at that. You got Magic Cylinder, you got Mirror Force, you got a lot of resurrection with these two. You got protection with this, and this helps you bring out your other spellcasters and stuff, and you just have so much to go for here. It flows very well, the deck. It's very smooth. It just works so well. It's quite consistent actually. And its weaknesses, well, I just said its weaknesses. Its strengths, it's just very powerful. Once you have Dark Magician out on the field, you literally go off. It's just like the Hope deck, where once you have Hope on the field, even if you don't get Hope out on the field in the first turn, if you get him out by turn 2 or 3, you usually have all the cards in your hand to set up for all the plays, the rank ups and all that stuff. So the same thing for this deck. You usually have either Knight's Title, the Eye of Timaeus, Polymerization, Buster. You usually have everything that you need by that point to go off. So once you have the ace, you go off and you win. And sometimes it's like overwhelmingly powerful fast how you win, and it's extremely powerful. It's just like the Hope deck, only except it doesn't have Zale weapons, but it does have other support cards. But yeah, so that's the deck profile for you guys. That's the Dark Magician Turtle deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This deck was a lot of fun to make, and it was a lot of fun to use. We were surprised how good this was. This tops any Dark Magician belt we ever built in the past. But yeah, that's the deck profile for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna work on the next one tomorrow, and yeah, this should be up either Friday night tonight, or because I'm recording this Friday, so it might be done tonight, or it could be uploaded in the morning, Saturday morning tomorrow. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know, did you guys like this deck profile? Try it out. It's a lot of fun. It's a very fantastic deck. I guarantee it. Alright, God bless you guys. Thank you guys for everything. Gotcha!